Hello and welcome. I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. And I'm happy today to be talking about cancellation of removal. And cancellation of removal is a complex series of laws. It's not just one law. And so because of that, I'm actually going to break this into a three-part series. And the first video, I'm going to talk specifically about cancellation of removal for non-permanent residents. All right? So if you are in removal proceedings and if you are not a lawful permanent resident, all right, then pay attention because you might be able to win your case, all right? You might be able to submit an application for cancellation of removal. The application form is on what they call Form EOIR 42B, or we call it an E42B. And what you have to show to the judge, yes, you have to fill out that form, but you've also got to show evidence that you qualify for 5 main legal requirements, all right? The first is that you have to have been physically present in the United States for a continuous period of 10 years. To qualify for this type of cancellation of removal, you've got to show continuous physical presence for 10 years in the United States. And typically that's before the issuance of your notice to appear or before the commission of any certain crimes also, okay? But ask lawyers about that because there's arguments about whether or not you are eligible for the 10 years, all right? Specifically, the Pereira case has given us an argument around the NTA requirement in certain instances. All right, 10 years continuous physical presence. The second requirement is that you've got to show that you've been a person of quote-unquote good moral character, all right? Which is a specific term in and of itself, and I'll do a specific video on that at some point in the future. I think I've done one in the past also, you can check it out. But good moral character, no certain crimes, that you haven't done anything bad, you've paid your taxes, no serious violations of court orders to pay alimony, child support, taxes, things like that, and no serious criminal record. Okay? So that's your second requirement. Your third requirement is what they call exceptional and extremely unusual hardship. All right? So this requirement says that you have to show that you have a spouse, parent, or child who is a United States citizen or a green card holder and who would suffer what the law considers to be an exceptional and an extremely unusual hardship if you were removed. All right? And so typically, to win a case like this, we've got to show that you have a child or a spouse or a parent who depends on you for their survival. They've got a serious medical condition or they've got a serious situation, and maybe they're very elderly if they're in the case of your parents, and they depend on you for their support. Okay? So that's a very, very huge requirement, and it's often hard to meet. But if you've got it, then you might very much be eligible for cancellation. And even if you don't have it, it's up to the judge, right? So we can try it, even if you don't think that you have that level of hardship. Talk to an attorney and let's figure out how we can present the case to make a judge see the amount of hardship that really your family would suffer if you were removed. All right. The fourth and fifth requirements are a little bit. I'm not going to go into them quite as much. The fourth is discretion. A judge has to want to grant your case. So in the judge's discretion, they can grant it or not. And so that often ties in with, what were the immigration problems that got you into immigration court to begin with? Was there fraud in your case? Were there crimes in your case? If you just entered without status, but you have the other requirements, typically you'll be able to get your case approved. But again, you want to show discretion, so you want to send letters of support to show to the judge why they should grant your case and why you're a good person. The last requirement is actually related to certain grounds of inadmissibility. You can't have certain crimes. It's very similar to the good moral character requirement. And so the big one, right, is you've got to show you have a spouse, parent, or child who would suffer exceptional and extremely unusual hardship. If you've got that, talk to a lawyer, and we can go through the rest of them. Make sure that you're 100% eligible for cancellation, and then let's fight about it in court. If you win cancellation, you are applying, it is an application for a green card. And so as long as you do it properly and as long as your case is approved, then you can get a green card and become a lawful permanent resident of the United States. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. Thank you.